I talked about remote working, which is very, very important. Remote working, how do we take advantage of remote working to ensure that we understand what is happening, and therefore we can, if I'm to give you a typical example, I mean, of course, this one depends on the size of the organization. At our end here, for example, I mean, we meet only once in the office on Mondays. On Tuesdays, we work from home. On Wednesdays, we have a Zoom meeting. On Friday, we have a Zoom meeting, and then we meet again on Monday. And we have realized that it is more effective. This whole added idea that you have to be in the office before you can be productive. COVID has taught us this a lot. People are more effective working from home. And guess what? The health levels, the health state of people have much more improved because we are eating better, run away from this junk food and all of that. Because, of course, but you have to be careful. If you are like Dennis, where your kitchen is close to your workstation in the house, a little thing you go to the kitchen, then it's okay. So that is one of the things that we have to focus on, ladies and gentlemen. So remote working is key, but how do we maximize the benefits of remote working? Then I talked about employee well-being. How do we ensure that we take interest in the things that concern our workers, our staff, our reports, our young officers, so that adage of saying that our people are the greatest asset of the organization can be realized. Then technology. I've talked about data, tools that we can use. If we analyze the data, let's make it beneficial to our staff so that they understand what the data is telling us, not just for monetary sake, not just for computation sake, but for them to know that indeed this is what is telling. Then we must understand the employee experience journey. If we understand all these things, it helps us to be able to put in place the right policies and the right systems to help them. And then finally, I talked about inclusive leadership. Let's forget about this title stuff. And I'm not saying go and change your title, but the emphasis must be more on developing the innate talent and abilities of everybody's a leader, by the way. Everybody's a leader, it's a potential leader. And I'm very strong on leaders because that's my area. We need to come to the point where we see people as potential leaders and develop them. Just like how Gloria has left. Whether you like it or not, unless you want to carry the chair you're sitting on with you when you're going home, you leave it there. The question is, who have you developed to get to where you want to be? So inclusive leadership is a strong thing that we need to look at, and it's one of the big trends as far as going forward in this century, maybe the next 10 years or 5 years or 10 years is concerned. So on that, ladies and gentlemen, I would pause here. I think my 30 minutes is up. I don't know, but if you have any questions you want to give to me, I will take it before I leave. But it was supposed to be a very brief remarks to understand some of the key things that is happening as far as COVID-19, the century is concerned. So, Madam Moderator, I don't know whether there's any questions that we can take, but otherwise, I can send you the soft copy of this one, and then later on.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel.
Now, I work with Human Capital International. We operate in 4 countries, but I'm here now, and every week we send out 2 articles. This month we are focused. Is anybody here from insurance company? Insurance? You're from insurance, okay. Every week this month we are writing on insurance. We do well-researched articles. So if you are interested in receiving I think most of you are receiving our articles, and I think Joseph too. If you want to receive our articles, which we do every week too, you can give your business card to Nelly wave your hand, let them see you. So you can go around and collect their business cards, and then you can get them. And then Joseph, you get our articles every week, right? And then also, apart from that, we do a lot of Zoom webinars. In fact, on the 5th, next week, we are doing a Zoom webinar on money and business. Okay? Money and business. Mistakes and how to reverse them. I got a speaker from Canada who is going to make a presentation. So if you give your card, we shall send you the link and then you can participate. Then on the 15th, there's going to be another webinar on, but that's when you have to pay for it. It's going to be another webinar on business, and I've got my colleague from one of the universities in London who is coming to do that for us. So if you're interested in getting our our articles which we do leadership, we do finance, we do insurance. This month is on insurance. Today we wrote about the three guiding principles to know before you make insurance, buy insurance. And the other time, how insurance can help us create generational wealth. We looked at that. My background is strategic leadership. That's what my doctoral in. And I have a passion for leadership. I have a real passion for leadership. So in case you need some help, please don't hesitate. If you talk to Moses, Moses knew how to catch me. Or Joseph, they know how to catch me. Once again, I want to say thank you to all of you. And Moses, thank you for the invitation.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. That was amazing. Thank you for opening our eyes to that, because most of us might not even realize how important it is to adjust to the new normal. So thank you once again, and I'm sure you will get your contacts in case we need to reach out to you. So maybe one more round of applause for Emmanuel. It was an amazing